Hey everyone, this is Nicola Pierman, and this short video will hopefully help you get a better understanding of what STEM pyramid, not STEM pyramid, what STEM family groups are, because I did notice that on the discussion boards that y'all have been posting responses to for this week, there has been pretty consistency of wanting more clarity on what STEM family groups are, a little bit of expansion of their intent, purpose, and goals. So I do apologize that you have that confusion, you're sitting with that confusion, but I hope with this short video, you'll get a better understanding of what are STEM family groups and why do they matter for you. So starting off with answering the question of what are STEM family groups? And they are essentially groups of you all, so all of the summer students that have similar majors, similar STEM interests, and similar career interests, and they're paired with a STEM peer mentor to facilitate and lead that group. Going into the purpose and goal of STEM family groups, I pulled these sentences from the syllabus, and I'm going to try my best to expand on it a little bit more. So the top piece is the purpose of STEM family groups. So it's really to create a space for you all, the students in similar majors, interests, like I mentioned before, so similar fields, to connect you with one another, share resources, and to support one another in their STEM Rise and CSU journey. So what that is essentially getting at is that these STEM family groups are groups that consist of you all, and they're there solely to support you with community building and relationship building, and just growing and building the relationships and connections that you have overall in your life and within your network. Because something that the instructors notice with STEM students is that it's somewhat difficult at times to make those connections, make those relationships and friendships for students overall, and especially for STEM students. Personally, for me, I went through CSU as a civil engineering major, and that was one of the things that I really struggled with, was finding folks that I could really relate to, that could support me through my time at CSU and my time throughout the AEC overall. So we're hoping that these family groups can alleviate some of that pressure that you might be experiencing with wanting to seek out different relationships and friendships with peers that share similar things as you. So we're hoping that that is what it could accomplish for you, is community building, building relationships, and building new friendships. The goal of the STEM family group is for it to be hosted bi-weekly. That'll have community building activities, family group activities that are pretty low stakes, that focus on building that relationship, those connections with your peers, as well as keeping up to date with what is happening in STEM Arrive. So there's really nothing that's required to come prepared with in these times that you share with your peers in STEM family groups. It's really just there to help you build community and support you with feeling comfortable with your peers that are in STEM. And then so some of you also might be thinking, like, how can, what is STEM peer mentors like role in this STEM family group experience that you all are going through? And they're really there to enrich this family group experience for you. And what comes to mind is 4 things that they'll be enriching for you. The first one is that they'll be supporting you with going beyond the STEM student experience, because you are more than just your major. You're more than just a student at CSU, and they'll help you discover what that means for you, because that looks different for every single person. So some of the things that they'll be able to support you with is in relationship to your time at CSU as a student, but it also really focuses on looking deeper and going farther than just your STEM student experience. The next thing is that they'll be supporting you with building confidence as a STEM student, because you all know that STEM is difficult, and it's even more difficult with the identities that you are bringing into the spaces that you are and the backgrounds that you're coming from, because a lot of the time they aren't recognized and appreciated within the STEM spaces at CSU, and it's lacking in the knowledge and inclusivity of those identities and those backgrounds that you're bringing. And that can lead to difficulty in just being comfortable with being a STEM student, having confidence in being a STEM student. So your mentors will be able to support you with that, support you with building up your confidence with being a STEM student, because we all know that you are meant to be a STEM student, you're meant to be at CSU, and so we want to support you with having that same realization as well. The next thing that STEM peer mentors will be supporting you with and enriching your experience with your family groups is supporting you with getting connected to resources so you can utilize them. You all most likely have done thorough research of what is offered at CSU, what you can get connected to. The STEM peer mentors are here to continue that discovery of resources, ensure that you're utilizing resources that is the best fit for your needs and for you at your time at CSU. And the last thing is the STEM peer mentors, they'll be supporting you with really understanding what your STEM experience looks like for you at CSU, because just like that first piece of going beyond the STEM student experience and discovering that, you also want to discover how that experience looks like for you. How does being a STEM student and beyond a STEM student look like for you at CSU? So they can support you with getting connected to different programs and different organizations at CSU, for an example of really structuring how your STEM experience at CSU looks like for you. And now, the last thing that I want to touch on within this short video is to dispel a possible myth that might be going through your mind, you might be talking with others about, and that is that you may have noticed and recognized that a lot of the STEM family groups are intentionally grouped together by major and by interest, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And that might lead to some concerns of you may be missing out on something if you're not able to be placed in the STEM family group that you would like to. And I'm here to tell you that you're not. You generally are not going to miss anything if you're not in the STEM family group that you would like to be or you feel that is a better fit for you. The family groups are solely structured and put together based off of what I've observed, what me and Deanna discussed and noticed of students to align and put you together with as many similarities as possible. The STEM peer mentors are not going to facilitate any specific content geared towards the specific theme of each family group. There is nothing specific that you'll be missing. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that STEM family groups are really there to give you space and opportunity to build relationships within folks that share similar majors and similar interests as you. And there's nothing stopping you from reaching out to folks across family groups. We encourage that connecting and relationship building. Please do not think that you can't interact with other folks in different family groups. The more interaction, the better. And that would be so exciting to see. So you are absolutely not missing anything if you are not in the family group that you would like to be in. So that is all for this short little video. I truly hope that this helped you gain an understanding, a better understanding of STEM family groups, and you feel a lot more comfortable going into the first community building week that's coming up this week. So feel free to continue to reach out with questions to STEM mentors and posting questions on the discussion board as well. And we will continue to make sure that they are answered. Thank you.